You open Roblox, and the world bends to your will. Colors are brighter here, sounds sharper, moments more vivid. You're not just playing a game, you're escaping a reality that feels dull, muted, lacking something essential. For those hours, you're someone else. Powerful, creative, connected. You chase goals and thrills, collecting wins like drops of sunshine in a sky that's been cloudy for too long. But the game ends, the screen goes dark, and suddenly the world outside feels painfully gray. That weight, the emptiness, comes crashing in. It's almost like breathing underwater now, trying to find the spark that made you feel alive when those pixelated landscapes stretched endlessly before you. Why does real life feel so flat, so devoid of color after the brightness of Roblox? It's not just a feeling. It's a psychological trap, one that many minds find themselves caught in without realizing it. This contrast between the immersive digital world and the often monotonous reality is wrapped deeply in how your brain processes pleasure, reward, and connection. When you play Roblox, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical messenger of reward and motivation. Dopamine floods your system when you accomplish something. A challenge completed, a new place unlocked, a friend gained. It's a hit of euphoria, a signal that something good just happened and you want more. But the dopamine release here is rapid, intense, continuous. A manufactured rush designed to keep you engaged, chasing the next level or the next avatar accessory. It's the essence of digital reward cycles, structured to hook your mind on short bursts of excitement. Real-life rewards, on the other hand, often don't come so fast or so clearly. Achievements are slower to build, the wins less frequent, the social interactions messier and more complicated. Life's dopamine hits are subtle and nuanced. Sometimes a meaningful conversation, a personal goal slowly reached, or the quiet satisfaction of a routine well-lived. There is no instant gratification button. This discrepancy creates an invisible gap, a psychological rupture between what you've been conditioned to expect and what life actually offers. And so, after closing Roblox, your brain aches for more of that dopamine buzz, more vivid sensations, more clear-cut rewards, more belonging in a world where you crafted your identity and success freely. But instead, you're thrown back into a landscape of muted stimuli, obligations, and sometimes loneliness. A world where your mind struggles to find the same kind of instant validation and excitement. Escapism is a natural response to life's hardships. When reality is gray or painful, seeking refuge in immersive games like Roblox feels like survival. But when that refuge becomes the primary source of stimulation and purpose, it can deepen the sense of emptiness once the game stops. Because while virtual worlds fill your senses and emotions, they don't always address the underlying feelings that made you turn to them. The anxiety, the loneliness, the unmet needs for real connection, meaning, and self-esteem. There's another layer to this emptiness: burnout. Your brain, exposed to high doses of digital stimulation and rapid rewards, tires. The constant multitasking, the anxious chase for new achievements, the social pressure within the game can create a state of mental exhaustion. Burnout dulls your motivation and your ability to enjoy less intense experiences, including real life. After hours in the digital playground, your emotional reserves are drained, leaving you vulnerable to that hollow feeling. You might notice a cycle unfolding. You escape to Roblox to feel alive, only to find yourself more depleted and disconnected once you stop playing. And that emptiness pushes you back into the game, chasing dopamine hits and temporary fulfillment. The longer this cycle continues, the harder it becomes to break free, to discover joy in the subtle, imperfect textures of your everyday world. So how do you begin to bridge this gap, to find color in reality again when the game closes? First, recognize that this emptiness is not a character flaw or a sign of weakness. It's a signal from your brain and mind that some basic emotional needs are unmet. You need a balance between stimulation and rest, connection and solitude, achievement and acceptance. Try slowing down the pace your brain is used to in the digital world. Practice mindfulness, even for a few minutes a day. Notice the textures of real life, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the voices of people around you. These small details become meaningful when you allow yourself to truly experience them rather than rushing past. Seek spaces where rewards aren't instant or flashy, but steady and meaningful. This might be a hobby, creative work, or nurturing real-life friendships. The satisfaction here builds gradually, teaching your brain that fulfillment is often a long, layered process, not just a quick burst. Most importantly, face the feelings that made you retreat into the game. Maybe it's loneliness you've tried to numb, or anxiety over expectations you feel you can't meet. These shadows won't vanish by hiding behind a screen. They require compassion and honest attention. Therapy, talking to trusted friends, or even journaling can help bring these emotions into the light. You didn't play Roblox to feel empty afterward. You played because your mind longed for something richer, more vibrant, more alive. That longing is a clue, pointing toward what your real life can hold if you nurture it. Connection, meaning, and a vibrant inner world that's not just pixel deep. The game itself isn't the enemy. It's a portal, a tool, a temporary doorway. But to keep your spirit whole, you need to step back into your own world with intention, slowly, kindly, and with patience. To invite back the colors that feel lost, you must sometimes face the gray, sit with it, and gently paint your reality with new experiences and new hope. Because life isn't meant to be paused or escaped from. It's meant to be lived fully. Even when the colors fade after the screen turns off,